Hello, it's me again. There's a dog barking in the background. My name's Warren Harrison. I'm a composer producer in Cincinnati, Ohio. I work with Jess Lamb, Studio 2, and my own solo releases under my own name, Warren Harrison, which is my own name, which is why I said it twice for some reason. Anyway, today I'm going to do a quick production walkthrough of one of Jess's songs called Dig Deeper. Now, this song has had several lives. There was an original rock version before I started working with Jess, and then we did a very mellow, long drawn-out string version. We did a dance club version. All of these are available on Bandcamp. And so we wanted to make like the ultimate version of Dig Deep, which is now called Dig Deeper, featuring Siri Imani. And that's what I'm going to be walking through today. What we wanted to do is take the energy of the club version, but instead of using lots of synthetic electronic sounds, make it feel very organic. So we have strings, acoustic drums, bass guitar, Jess's amazing voice, Siri Imani's amazing voice. We've got Kate Wakefield on the cello. So everything here is an acoustic instrument, but hopefully still keeping that drive of the club version. So when we talked about creating a new version of this, we thought about having strings used as a percussive element, a rhythmic element. So this is what we started with. Just following the chord progression, very basic chug, 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 chugs. And this is all using Spitfire Audio string plugins. I can't remember which one. I could open it up, but that's going to waste time. So we've got rhythmic strings, then we've got long legato strings, and a bass guitar. Let me take out the bass for a second. So it's pleasant enough, but it doesn't sound completely organic because it's not. It's string samples, so it's never going to sound real. So every time you play a certain note, it's going to sound exactly the same. So a little trick I learned here is if you can't afford to hire a string quartet or a bigger string section, if you add one really good live string player in there, it makes the whole thing, it glues it all together, and makes it sound more real. So this is where Kate Wakefield came in. So you hear that, chug, chug, chug. Kate Wakefield, if you're not familiar with her, also based in Cincinnati, Ohio, half of the band Lung, which is an amazing band, like rock, distorted cello, amazing voice from Kate, and Daisy on drums, just the two of them. And they're on tour right now, so look them up. Anyway, so we've got now 3 tracks of Kate added to the mix. So you can already hear, perhaps, the whole thing sounds more organic just by adding Kate's parts on top of the string sample libraries. Add a bass guitar in there to round out the low end. Then we start adding in percussive elements. Kick drum, toms, claps. Got to have claps. Okay, a little note about the claps. This is again similar to the situation with the strings. So what we have here are fake claps, plugins. So again, we add layers of live clapping. I think that's 3 of us, recorded 3 times, pan left, right, and center, so you're surrounded by claps. Could have just used the live claps, but it sounded a little thin, so the clap plugin kind of fills out the lower end a little bit. So that is basically all of the instrumental elements of the song. The strings, the dog barking in the background, which is not part of the track, but he's part of this video here today. Shut up, dog. And then, of course, Jess's fantastic vocals. This song is all about the layers. So we have 3 tracks of Jess's voice too, singing the same thing, panned left, right, and center. That's like a pop trick, thickens everything up.
Walk out on the water if you should fall
Beautiful
down,
harmonies.
swim to me.
And then
Oh,
something called a drop shadow track,
my heart forever.
which appears to be a lower harmony. Sometimes I get creative with my track naming and I don't know what the hell it is.
Dig deep,
Let's listen to those harmonies all together. Oh, it's so nice. Whoop.
dig deep, dig deep, dig deeper.
Good stuff.
Fall down, swim to me. I wanna keep you on my heart forever. Dig deep, dig deep, dig.
So we have kind of an established rhythm going through here, and we wanted to have Siri Imani write some lyrics and record her voice on here. When we put her voice in there, it felt a little bit forced. It felt like the beat needed to drop out a bit. So we went to halftime, as you'll hear here.
Had to dig deep and it hurt. I fell right through the dirt. Tell me how am I supposed to dig deeper when it feels like every day this best to
Yeah, so that adds a little bit of space in there because Siri raps really fast,
dig deep
which is
and it
awesome.
hurt. I fell right through the dirt. Tell me how am I supposed to dig deeper when it feels like every day this best to be a week. So now I'm digging and it's hard. What I find got me scarred. It's like finding out that everything is fucking you I know, or taking grandma from me when I needed her the most, but I let it go. So I'ma hold it down till it get a little better. I'ma hold you in my heart, but I won't hold the paper forever.
Yeah, I love the rhythmic dips in this song, and this is all Jess is doing because I had basically the same rhythm all the way through, and Jess was like, "No, we need to make spaces in here and have variation." So this is why I love working with Jess. At some point, I just become the hands, and she's like, "Okay, drop out a beat here, go to halftime here, or this half a bar, go back to double time, then drop back down." And the whole time I'm thinking, this is weird, but the end result is fantastic. She has a very good ear.
So I'ma hold it down till it get a little better. I'ma hold you in my heart, but I won't hold the paper forever.
And then when we get to the bridge of the song, we go down to halftime. Even the cello of the strings were going halftime too. And these backing vocals, the right now. Super loud in the mix, crazy loud, but it works. Big crescendo. Oh yeah, I just heard another little thing that I added in there. So that lift from the end of the bridge going back into the chorus, we'll call it. It needed a little sparkle there where it hits that. And you can barely hear it. It's this little harp glissando, which sounds weird by itself, but in the context, it just lifts it back up.
Don't be afraid now, step out on faith, child. Dig deep, dig deeper.
I forgot how much I love this track. It's so good. Then we go back into another Siri section where we keep the energy going for this one. And this is the dance section of the song, so the rhythm just keeps going for the rest of the song. Just jump ahead. I love the ending to that. When we play it live, it's fun. We just kind of have to watch Jess to where she's going to sing that swim to me line, so we all stop at the right time. Anyway, so that is Dig Deeper. That is not on an album. That was released as a single on Bandcamp, which is the best place to get it, but it's also in all the other streamy places too. Check it out. Check out jesslamb.com for everything that Jess is doing there. And I will see you in the next video. Oh, I did want to mention one thing, because part of my reason to make these videos, it's to share what I'm doing, but also to try and get a little bit of work. So if you need remixes done, production help, mixing, mastering, any of that, please do reach out to me, Warren at wphmusic.com, and you can follow along with these videos and everything else I'm doing at wphmusic.com. And that is it. Thank you for watching.